Rupp Arena begins tonight in the Owensboro Sportscenter for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Well, the draw is couldn't get much more difficult as they take on one of the state's top teams. The Owensboro Catholic Lady Aces host the region tournament yet again. But tonight, the Lady Cougars get a chance to shake up the world. And a good evening and welcome courtside here to the Owensboro Sportscenter. It's Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith sporting our Mr. Spirit hat. Mr. Spirit, we know you're watching, and we appreciate you. We're here, and we're donning it as best we can in spirit for you today. But, Stephen, I'm sure that there's nothing more that Mr. Spirit, other than seeing us in our hats, would want more than the Lady Cougars to shock the state today.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Mack briefly this afternoon, Sam, and he said, if we're going to win it all, you got to go through Catholic anyway, so you might as well get them first and get them out of the way. Coming
up on our abridged pregame show, we'll introduce you to both teams. That'll come up next here on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Owensboro Sportscenter, where Stephen and I are now going to give you the world's fastest pregame show. Are you ready for this, Stephen? Okay, let's introduce you to both teams. First off, Owensboro Catholic. This is their home floor. They get to host the region tournament for the 12th straight season.
And if you don't believe that, look at their logo on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Stephen, that's only going to be my only... No, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to mention it a couple of more times other than just that. How it's a joke! I'm fired up, Stephen.
I'm not joking. I'm sitting right in front of the OC.
No, I'm saying it's a joke that it's here every single year.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But again, we're going to have more throughout the evening. Owensboro Catholic 27-4. They're a really good team. And that's not to discount them at all. Region Player of the Year, Haley Johnson averages just about 16 points a game. Carmen Riley, Jenna Crampy, Delaney Cooper, Aubrey Randolph. It just keeps on coming. I mean, this team has lost 4 times the entire season. For Grayson County, they're slumping a little bit these past couple of games, Stephen, and it's not really the best time to be slumping. But you get the chance to shake up the world here today.
Yeah, that's like what we were talking about with Coach Mack after the first round of the district tournament. Teams that make a late run end up having an ugly win, and hopefully we got that ugly win and that ugly loss out of the way, and we can just advance.
Speaking of Coach Mack, we'll take a 1-minute break, talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources, movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care, we fight, we move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show outside the world-famous Owensboro Sportscenter, because, of course, there's not room for us to do media inside. Coach Mack now joins us here previewing this game. Coach, what went wrong against Butler County in that fourth quarter to allow for them to win?
We just kind of got stagnant on offense a little bit. Didn't hit some shots. I don't know. I didn't do a very good job in the fourth quarter, and it kind of carried over the team. But that's passes, and we got to concentrate on tonight.
A stat for you here: you are undefeated this year when Bree Jones is your leading scorer. What does that do for you offensively?
Well, she is a complete ball player and does a great job for her age. Believe me. I think she's one of the better eighth graders, not only in the region but in the state. And she does a lot of good things besides scoring. She gets us in our offenses. She kind of settles us down, and that's, for being an eighth grade, that's great.
You made sure to get a game and add a game in this building. Is that, I don't even know if advantage wiped out, because as even if they don't want to admit it, you're playing a team that is playing on their home floor?
Well, that's why we played, and I'll be honest, we didn't come up to practice this weekend. This past weekend, because it's an hour drive or whatever on a bus, and then you get in here and be on the floor for 40 to 45 minutes, and that's why we wanted to play the game against Hancock up here.
Catholic, you heard that on Saturday morning. What was your first reaction to that draw?
Got to beat them sometime. Might as well be the first. We had 2 practices for them. If we'd had to play them, let's say tomorrow night or Friday, we wouldn't have much time to prepare for them. So, hopefully we're prepared. We've had 2 good workouts to get ready for them. If that carries over tonight, we'll see. But, they're a good ball club.
What makes them so good?
I think their length. They shoot a lot of threes. They score off offensive rebounds. They do a great job of blocking out, getting the ball, even on the offensive end, and then they score a lot of points off turnovers.
Haley Johnson, Region Player of the Year, their guard number 2. What makes her so difficult to defend?
She can shoot the 3 or get to the rim, and she's a big part of their pressure defense to get some layups.
If you're going into this game and just being honest, there's probably nobody in the state that thinks you all can win today. How do you as a coach make your team believe that they can?
Honestly, Sam, I don't think I have to. I've got 15 girls in there or whatever, and 2 coaches that believe we can win.
And that's all you really need, right?
Yes, sir.
For that to shock the state, I know Coach Brian Jones, every single time during football season when you play in Owensboro or a Bowling Green, his line that he loves is a chance to shake up the world. Yeah. How do you shake up the world and pull off a massive upset tonight against Owensboro Catholic?
We have to take care of the ball very carefully, and we got to keep them off the offensive boards if we can.
Coach, good luck. More comes up in the Locker Room Show after this.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes,
we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Mutual respect. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Owensboro Catholic and Grayson County about ready to roll. Stephen, very quickly, your strategies for the Lady Cougars to shock the state.
You heard Coach Mack say it was going to be controlled turnovers. I'm going to reiterate that. We got to take care of the ball, got to be strong with the ball. In order for us to have a chance, we're going to have to limit those turnovers, so that's it.
Grayson and Owensboro Catholic is next on K105.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected?
Here we go!
Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran, and disability employer.
In the third region quarterfinals, the starting lineup's very quick for Grayson County. Bree Jones, Sydney Perkins, Sutton Van Meter, Isabel Blanton, and Ellen Narvaez. And for Owensboro Catholic, Carmen Riley, Haley Johnson, Aubrey Randolph, Delaney Cooper, and Jenna Crampy. The play-by-play of Grayson and Owensboro Catholic is next on K105.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA.
Welcome back here to the Owensboro Sportscenter. Grayson County and Owensboro Catholic about to match up here in the third region quarterfinals. Winner against Meade County on Friday evening. Sam and Steven with you here today. And Steven, you have played in a game like this. This is not me trying to take a shot at your Edmonson County basketball career, where you are a massive underdog. What is the mindset?
Well, you have to get in your mind really quickly, and hopefully it was over the last couple of days. I've got one game left unless I win. So there's no reason to hold anything back. There's no reason to take any plays off. You got to go hard every single time.
And if we're being honest, all the pressure in the world is on them.
Absolutely.
They are the heavy favorite. They are supposed to take care of business here today. Nobody in the state thinks the Lady Cougars, if we're being honest, have a chance to keep this within 20, let alone win the game. And as Brian Jones says, you hear him say it during football season when they play Owensboro, the Lady Cougars now get a chance to shake up the world.
Well, the critical time, I think, for this game is going to be the first 4 minutes. We talked about it off air a little bit. If we're able to show them that we can hang with them, then more of that pressure begins to mount upon them. And a couple years ago, University of Maryland, Baltimore County beat Virginia, a #1 seed in the national tournament. It can happen.
It's time for basketball in Owensboro as the opening tip is controlled by the Lady Aces of Owensboro Catholic. They'll be working from left to right on the radio dial in the home white jerseys with the green numerals. Grayson County going to go man-to-man defense, and 5 seconds is going to be called on Owensboro Catholic to open up. Nice tight defense by Bree Jones, and it was.
Hey, that's a good start, Sam.
You get a stop. Owensboro Catholic going to start off with their ball pressure here, which is, I know I was talking with Owensboro Catholic's radio announcer before the game, and he had mentioned to me that's going to be the biggest key for Grayson County. Is they're really good at putting ball pressure on, and immediately a turnover for Grayson. Riley, those steps out of bounds after taking it away originally. Grayson County's going to get the ball back now. Just 13 seconds into this game. Owensboro Catholic 27-4, Grayson County 22-8. Entering this region tournament, these two teams had the most wins in the region. Van Meter's got to get it in. She scans once, scans twice, scans a third time. That's a 5-second count on Grayson County, and the ball's going to stay with Owensboro Catholic. That's two opportunities now that Grayson County hasn't been able to get the ball in bounds. Catholic to pass in from underneath their own basket into Crampy. Off to the right side to Randolph. Into the corner. Riley steps into the three. Might have gotten a hand on it. It's no good. Rebounded by Perkins. Grayson County. Perkins up the near side. An outlet pass to Jones. The 8th grader weaving through. Bump from behind. Bounce pass up top to Van Meter. 3. Deep one. Top side. It's too strong. Rebounded by Narvaez on the floor for Grayson. Upside. The pass is given back to Van Meter. Van Meter with the right hand. Bounce pass on the feed to Jones. Jones amongst the trees. Flip shot. No good, but she is going to be called for a walk on the far side of the floor. 7:20 left in the first quarter. No score between Grayson County and Owensboro Catholic. Owensboro Catholic 27-4. They have won 12 straight games, 16 of their last 17. That's the second longest win streak in the region this year, trailing only Grayson County. You won 14 straight earlier this year. Downhill drive. Offensive foul is going to be called on Owensboro Catholic. Whistled on Haley Johnson, their leading scorer. It's her first and the team's first.
Sam, when you look at a team like this that is as good as Owensboro Catholic is, and their leading scorer, now not to take anything away with her, 15.8, you got to know that
and
they're
now
really
Jones
balanced.
walks with it in the backcourt. She didn't handle the pass on the inbound from Van Meter cleanly, and what I'm liking, what I'm seeing from Grayson is you're seeing nerves on the offensive end. You're not seeing that on the defensive end at all.
Yeah, there's no reason to be nervous.
Crampy, handoff pass to Johnson, who bobbles the pass and has to get it back into the near corner. She runs it down. Van Meter with a tight defense, almost stepped out of bounds. Mike McClintock tried to plead the case that she did. Left side, Riley feeds it to the post to Johnson. Bounce pass to Crampy on the right side. Basket's good, and she's fouled. Jenna Crampy, 12.1 points a game, leads the state, making 69% of her shots from the field. Perkins will pick up the foul, her first, team's first.
Pretty strong right there, Sam. When she got the ball, she gathered her feet underneath her and went right back up.
Crampy makes the free throw. And it's 3-0 Owensboro Catholic, who their student section just a minute ago, Stephen, or just a few seconds ago, I'm not sure if you heard it, started chanting, "Start the buses" already.
Oh, wow.
A minute into this game. If I'm a Lady Cougar, I don't like that. Blanton angles back towards the far side, loses it, goes right into the hands of Narvaez, who flips it back to Jones. Jones crossing it to Perkins in the near corner. Pass took a long time to get there, so Perkins wasn't able to get off and open shots.
No doubt, Sam, they've been working the scouting report as well, and they know Sydney's going to be deadly from three if she gets open.
Jones in the corner. Ball goes out of bounds off of Owensboro Catholic. Bree Jones, the 8th grader, when she leads the team in scoring in games this year, the Lady Cougars are 10-0. Stephen, I might not be a basketball expert, but
I like that percentage.
100% or 1,000%, that'll get it done.
Yeah.
3-0, Owensboro Catholic leads Grayson County. 6 minutes and 17 seconds left here in this first quarter of play. Tight ball pressure for Owensboro Catholic. They're in a zone. We're going to have 5 seconds called. Another turnover for Grayson County. Lady Cougars still have not taken a shot from the field. With 6:10 left in the first quarter, the ball heads back towards Owensboro Catholic. Last season, Lady Aces won the regional championship, defeated Bowling Green before losing to the eventual state champion Sacred Heart in the Elite 8 of that game. Johnson over to Riley, deep three left side. It's rattles in for the Hancock County transfer. Carmen Riley puts it in, and it's 6-0 Catholic on top of Grayson. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter of action. Into the middle, ball deflected. Jones able to get it. Johnson's very slow to get up for Owensboro Catholic, and she's down in a heap. They're going to stop the ball as Johnson, the leading scorer for Owensboro Catholic, is down on both knees, her hand going to her head. Johnson, the Region Player of the Year, announced by the KABC, Miss Basketball finalist. And she is down right now, being looked at by the Owensboro Catholic training staff. And Stephen, this is the last thing you want to see. We're going to step aside. 6-0, Owensboro Catholic leads. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
5:42 left here in this first quarter of play. The Owensboro Catholic leading scorer, Haley Johnson, is currently down after the play and now is being helped up by her head coach, not putting much weight at all.
Yeah, it looked like, Sam, they were working on her left knee, and it seemed to have just buckled, and she's obviously pretty emotional right now. You hate it, regardless of which team you're cheering for. You never want to see anybody go down. And if you're an Aces fan tonight, or Lady Aces fan, you obviously don't want to see her go down.
6-0, Catholic leads Grayson. We're back underway. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left here in this first quarter. Jones will do a bounce pass up in between the circles to Van Meter. Lady Cougars have still not taken a shot in this game. To the right elbow to Narvaez. Able to handle the pass to Jones. Ball fake, Jones in the drive. Good. Floats it in and rolls it in. Lady Cougars on the board at 6-2, Owensboro Catholic. There you go. You've broken that as Riley passes down to the right side. Catch and shoot off the right wing. The new player of the game is Katie Hagan. She gets her own miss. Can't put it in. Gets another chance, and we're going to have a jump ball. The arrow will head towards Grayson County. 6-2. Narvaez off to Van Meter. Bounce pass back to Van Meter, gives it to Jones, splits defenders, weaving through is Jones, gives it off to the right side to Narvaez. And then a reach in, Riley knocks the ball out of bounds. Owensboro Catholic has won 6 regional titles in the past 11 years under head coach Michael Robertson. All of those have come here at the Owensboro Sportscenter. They've been able to play every single one of their games at home, which is a massive advantage.
Yeah, that last play, Sam, Bree just kind of put her head
down. Far side, Perkins, 3, too strong, off the back of the iron, rebounded by Randolph.
Sometimes when you're the guard, you just got to take the ball and move with it, what Bree did, and got through the...
Riley, top side, 3, good for Carmen Riley. Owensboro Catholic has 2 threes from her, and they lead 9-2 with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Bounce pass. Back to Van Meter in between the circles. Gets to Jones down the near side of the floor. Back to Van Meter. Lady Cougars got to get it across. Van Meter going the wrong direction, and Mike McClintock wants a timeout. With 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter of play, it'll just be a 30-second timeout. And that ball pressure, Stephen, is giving the Lady Cougars fits.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job, Sam, of guarding that middle where a lot of times it's where you want to attack a press like that. When your guards are able to move it up and get it into the middle of the floor, not only are you getting past that first wave, but also you get in the middle of the floor, you've got more options to be able to throw the ball to the sides like that. So I think that's what we got to do. We realize we're having a little bit of technical difficulty tonight and limited on camera, so we're working through that right now. So hopefully we're able to get all of our views up here in the next few minutes.
Just bear with us. I mean, I joke about the Owensboro Sportscenter thing, but in all seriousness, Jim is ancient. And because of that, it's not built friendly for streaming. Into the far corner to Perkins out of the timeout for Grayson County. She's double-teamed, and jump ball is going to be called, and it's going to head the other way. Looked like Randolph might have gotten an arm there on Perkins. Official on the far side disagreed. 9-2, Owensboro Catholic on top. 4:20 left here in this first quarter of play. For Grayson, I think, Stephen, the defense has not been bad early.
Yeah, Riley hit a couple threes out there, and other than that, I think we've done a pretty good job, and one of those was contested. So,
and that's what Riley does. There's a 3 topside. It's an air ball. Missed. Rebound by Crampy on the inside. Too strong. Rebound. We're going to have a jump ball. The arrow head back towards Grayson County.
I don't know what they list Crampy at.
Crampy's listed at 5'9", and it would shock me if she's 5'9" is probably pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty accurate number there, but extremely strong and knows how to use her body really well.
Perkins knocked away from behind. Riley's got it down the right side. A run out for Carmen Riley. The layup is good. Carmen Riley's got 8 early points, and it's 11-2. Owensboro Catholic is on top. To Bree Jones, up the far side of the floor. Gets a screen from Van Meter, breaks the timeline, crosses it off to Perkins, deep right side three, got it!
Yeah, again, Bree just put her head down and took off with it, and that might be the way that we're able to break the press and get Sydney an open shot there. That's great.
11-5, Owensboro Catholic leads, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Into the corner. That's picked up by Cooper. Crossing it to the right side to Riley. Drives in on Van Meter, the right-handed floater. The roll is there for Carmen Riley. She's got 10 early points. She averages 12. And here comes Grayson County. Van Meter loses it. She probably carried it, and on the carry, lost it. It's Cooper up the far side, weaving through, and Sydney Perkins will knock it out.
Yeah, good job by Sydney trailing that and was able to tip it out of bounds there.
Allie Jennings is going to come in for Grayson County. And Layla Martin will enter for Owensboro Catholic. We mentioned Owensboro Catholic, only 4 losses this year. One of those 4 was to Owensboro. Steven, I take that and I throw it out. That's a rivalry game. It doesn't particularly matter. Your other 3, Sacred Heart, Pikeville, and the Fighting Lady Jags of Cooper. Shout out to the alma mater there. I had to do it. But still, those combined, 77-16, and rated respectfully 1st, 2nd, and tied for 5th in the state. That's Pikeville. Who are they tied with? Owensboro Catholic.
Yeah.
On the inside. Up top, 3 by Cooper. Good. Delaney Cooper knocks in the 3. That's the 3rd 3 of the game for the Lady Aces. They lead Grayson County 16-5 in this 2-2-1 zone pressure for the Lady Aces.
I don't know how many threes they shoot in a game, Sam, but it seemed like they're pretty happy with staying on the outside and throwing the ball.
Jones double teamed. We're going to have a foul whistled on Owensboro Catholic. Michael Robertson doesn't agree at all. Katie Hagan whistled for it. That is her first and the team's second. Michael Robertson in his 12th season, 300-107.
These referees don't look familiar tonight.
They are in the 4th region.
4th region refs, okay.
So we share those, and we sent our good friends from the 3rd region down to Bowling Green. So they get to spend the time at an actual nice arena. Sorry. That'll be that's not going to be the last time.
Yeah.
Listen, the home of the Tops.
There you go.
Who beat Kentucky Wesleyan earlier this year, something Louisville did not do. Jones back up top. I'm on fire tonight, Steven.
Yeah, you're seeing
I didn't get a great night of sleep, so that's probably why. Right side Van Meter for the Lady Cougars with a right hand. Bounce pass inside to Jennings. Couldn't get a clean feed. Bounce pass to Jones. Fakes the pass, goes up. Shots blocked right back into the hand. Cooper, though, driving in. Jones, layup good down the left side. Great job by Jones. She got the block and just immediately took off and blew right past Delaney Cooper. On the inside, one dribble off the right side. Riney's shot short. Rebound, foul called on Grayson County. I don't know who the foul's going to be on. I was blocked.
On Sydney. It was a good foul. I saw her arm came down there on Hagan there, and it was the right call.
That's her second. Sydney Perkins to the line will be Katie Hagan. She will shoot 2. First one, no good for Hagan. Only 51.5%. Something that this Owensboro Catholic team, they're pretty good at making the free throws. 75.6%. Only one team in the state is better than them at that mark. That's Anderson County.
Sam, we talk about it so often, how critical free throws are, and no doubt that Owensboro Catholic have won several games at the free throw line.
Well, it's one of those things that when I was looking through some of these stats, like free throw percentage, that Anderson County, one of the top teams in their region as well. It's a recipe for success. Jones over to the far side to Perkins. Mike McClintock doesn't really have much of a choice. Got to keep Sydney in with those 2 fouls. A foul called on the far side on Catholic. Carmen Riley tried to play the case saying it wasn't, but instead it'll be Katie Hagan to pick up her second and the team's third.
Sam, when you get a team that overplays as much as Owensboro Catholic is, it's going to be very important that we make that you fake a pass in order to make a pass, and when they're jumping passing lanes like that, you can get some open looks.
Jenna Crampy re-enters the game for Owensboro Catholic, the Brescia commit. Bounce pass to Jennings. Left side, Van Meter. Little ball fake, crossing it to Jones. Now she's going to take a deep 3 from college range. It pops in and out. Rebounded by Jennings. Put back, too strong. Rebounded by Owensboro Catholic. Van Meter pops it away. But the reason she popped it away was because it was a foul whistled on her first, team's third. 17-7, Owensboro Catholic leads, 1:07 left here in this first quarter of play. Be Carmen Riley to break the timeline. Owensboro Catholic makes 6.7 threes per game. They've got 3 of them here in this first quarter. Riley drives and kicks to Randolph. She'll take a deep left side 3. It is short, and rebound. Randolph's got it. Back up top to Riley. She'll step into the 3. It's good for Carmen Riley. She's on fire to open up with 13 early points, and it's 20-7, Owensboro Catholic on top. Jones to Blanton, into the middle to Jennings, crosses it far side now to Sydney Perkins. Perkins picks up her dribble. Back now to Jones, free throw line Jennings, into the corner Blanton. 3 is up, and 3 is no good, but she's fouled, and 3 free throws will come for Isabel Blanton. Layla Martin picks up her first foul and the team's 4th.
Yeah, Sam, that was down in the corner. We didn't get a good view of it, but I did see that Isabel was down, so I don't know how hard she hit her, but a good job by her at least trying to sell it there.
And no complaint from Michael Robertson, the head coach of Owensboro Catholic either.
Right in front of him, so.
Blanton misses the first free throw, 72% this season at the stripe. Lady Cougars are a good free throw shooting team as well.
Worth mentioning, Kennedy Green not available tonight, didn't make the trip, was sick and had to leave school early, I think, today, so probably be missing her length early on here.
Second chance missed by Blanton. Mike McClintock, when he told me that, said we're going to have to tighten up the rotation a little bit more, and that's a challenge because Stephen Kennedy have been playing really well.
Yeah, been doing a great job on the defensive end of the floor.
Blanton gets the third, makes it 20-8, 25 seconds left in the first quarter, and I think, Stephen, this is really important to get a stop.
Yeah, here to end the quarter, they're probably going to hold for one here as Riley holds up one finger, and you got to be on your best defensive game right here. It looks like we switched to that, maybe that 2-1-2 zone.
Into the corner to Riley. They feed Randolph in the post with 5 seconds. Randolph loses it. Jump pass back to Riley. Swings it off right side.
Tipped it.
Shot is blocked. Rebounded by Crampy, and it's no good at the end of the first quarter of play. Owensboro Catholic, though, leads Grayson County 20-7. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready. Because you never know when Hawk Moth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
20-8. Grayson County trails Owensboro Catholic as we start the second quarter of play. It will be Lady Aces ball to start this quarter. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith with you here from the world-famous Owensboro Sportscenter. Into the far corner to Cooper. Lady Aces start with the ball. They're from left to right. Driving down is Manahan, who's into the game for the first time for the Lady Aces. Appeared in 29 of their 31 games. Randolph down the left side. Shot's good, and she's fouled.
Pretty nice move by Randolph there. Caught it there in the middle of the lane, got her feet underneath her and took a power dribble and was able to lay it in and get the foul. So good job by her.
Randolph 63%. Trying to convert on the end one. Lets it fly. It's short. Rebound. Cooper on the inside. Offensive rebound to the left wing. Manahan, 3 is in and out. Narvaez will get the loose board this time. Immediately gets it off to Jones. Lady Cougars are pushing. Outlet pass to Jennings. 2 longs. She saves it in bounds. No, she did not. She was out of bounds. It didn't matter. It was going to go into the hands of Riley.
Pretty good job there of looking ahead and trying to stretch the defense out a little bit.
Just let it a little too much?
Just a little bit too much mustard on it. Of all the bad things we'll say tonight, Sam, they've got us in a pretty good spot right here behind the scorer's table where we can see the floor really well.
Up top, Carmen Riley. The right side to Cooper. Back up top to Riley. Deep 3, top side. It's in and out. She's human. Rebounded by Narvaez. The double team comes, gives it off to Van Meter. Van Meter fouled from behind, no whistle. Coming down the near side, Van Meter drives, lowers the shoulder to the rim. Shots missed. Randolph with a rebound for Owensboro Catholic. Randolph quickly pushing up the near side of the floor. Jump pass to Crampy on the right block. Spins to the left hand. Blocked on the way up by Jennings. But looks like got a little bit too much of the arm. She tried to plead the case to our friends from the 4th region, but he disagreed.
Sam, I don't do a whole lot of watching other teams outside of our district, but one thing that I've noticed so far with Owensboro Catholic, their team speed is really good. Man, when they get a rebound, they got 4 people just sprinting to the other end and doing a pretty good job of that, getting out in front. So our girls are going to have to put their head down and run back to get in front of them.
Crampy, 82.6% from the free throw line. She makes her first. That's good for 12th in the state, but she misses the second. 23-8, Owensboro Catholic leads. 6:50 left. Outlet pass to the left wing to Perkins. She tries to pass down to the right side to Jennings, and
looked like she got bumped pretty hard there, Sam.
Mike McClintock wanting an explanation, and they're letting the teams play, but looked like a foul to me.
Unofficially, Sam, just trying to keep track of it, that's our 7th turnover, and you're down 15 points here. If you cut that in half and you take half points away from them and give a half to us, a much closer game.
Wouldn't it be nice if it worked that way?
Yeah. Really.
Manahan to Randolph on the left wing. Inside pass to Crampy, back outside now to the left side to Manahan. The freshman drives, and a carry. It's going to be called. 6:22 left here in this first half of play. It is Owensboro Catholic on top, 23-8 against Grayson County. Michael Robertson wants a 30-second timeout. We will take it with him. It's 23-8, Owensboro Catholic leads. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Grayson County trails Owensboro Catholic 23-8 here in the opening game of the 3rd region quarterfinals. One spot remains in the semifinals to join Breck, Owensboro, and Meade County.
A lot of times, Sam, teams that pressure don't like pressure themselves, and you could see there in that last possession.
Up to the far side, Perkins in the middle to Jennings, breaking the timeline. Jennings down to the left side to Narvaez, and then she tried to dribble, lost it, but it was knocked out of bounds by Manahan. It's going to stay with the Lady Cougars. That's one of those where as Ella becomes more and more of a player, just go up.
Yeah.
And you can tell she's not comfortable with her left hand.
Yeah, absolutely not. But no, we got to keep the pressure up here if we can keep them in front of us on the other end and keep pressure on the ball.
They tried to get it to Perkins. It's knocked out of bounds. 23-8, Owensboro Catholic has the lead against Grayson County. 6 minutes left here in this first half of play. Jones to pass in from right in front of the Owensboro Catholic bench. Lady Aces leading scorer Haley Johnson left the game with an injury in that first quarter of play. We have yet to see her return, and I don't see her on the bench currently.
Yeah, they were messing with that left knee, and it didn't look good, Sam. You hope.
Left side Perkins, deep three, got it!
Good. Yeah, that's a big bucket right there by Sydney coming out of that out-of-bounds play right there. Got to get a big stop right here and go down and try to string a couple scores together.
23-11, Owensboro Catholic has the lead against Grayson County. 5.5 left here in this first half. Randolph spins at the left elbow. Up top to Riley. Swings it off right side now to Manahan. Manahan tried to feed it to Riley. The Grayson County fans want to walk. Instead, it's a deep three attempt by Cooper, and she buries it for her second three of the game. Cooper shoots 33% from three as a team. Meade County 32.9%, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady Cougars. 31st in the state in three-point percentage, 18th in field goal percentage, 2nd in points per game is that Owensboro Catholic team.
And their record is
27-4.
No doubt.
They're the heavy favorites to win this region for the second straight year. Jennings down the right side to Narvaez. She goes up. I'm not sure if she was looking to pass or what, but she lost it. And it's headed back the other way for Owensboro Catholic. Flips it off to Cooper. Cross court to Randolph. Into the far corner, that's Martin who re-enters the game. Inside to Crampy. Back now to Randolph. Up top to Cooper. Owensboro Catholic on fire from 3 in this game. Grayson County, played that game here as Crampy pulls up inside the free throw line. It's short, rebound, bouncing around. Jennings has it and gives it back up to the far side to Van Meter. An outlet pass to Jones, guarded by Randolph. Jones down the right side. Far side now, Narvaez gives it back to Jones. Jones on the drive. No look pass back to Narvaez. Bounce pass into Jennings. Gets around the defender. Goes up. Shots missed, but she's fouled. 2 shots coming for Allie Jennings on the inside.
Again, got the ball down low with Allie there. She did a really good seal to keep the girl on her hip, then drawing the foul, so hopefully she can get to the line and put these 2 in.
Delaney Cooper to the line, or rather is called for the foul. Allie Jennings misses the first free throw. Allie's really improved at the free throw line, 68.9%. It is warm in here, and you can tell looking at it's not quite. We've got a weird, like Marilyn Monroe-esque blower behind us as Allie makes her second, makes it 26-12 with 4:16 left in the first half of play.
When I walked past that vent, I was hoping it would be blowing on us. It must be blowing on you.
I'm getting like my left shoulder. That's about it, though. Right side 3 by Riley. It's short, rebounded by Crampy. Crampy at the left elbow, goes to the free throw line, feeds it down. Great pass down to Randolph on the right side. Randolph's got 4 points. It's Owensboro Catholic 28, Grayson County 12. Jones, double team, loops it off to Blanton. Blanton splits, goes right between the legs of Randolph on the pass to Van Meter on the right side.
Doing much better at breaking that press with a dribble instead of the pass, which is odd, but it seems to be that's what's working. Hopefully Coach Mack will talk about that more at halftime.
It's like a 1-1-3 zone of sorts from Owensboro Catholic here. Into the corner, Perkins, not a clean pass, couldn't feed it. Off to the left side now to Jones. It's one of the most important things for a player as Jones drives in, high off the glass, shots missed. For passers to a shooter, outlet pass all the way to Randolph. Into the corner here to Riley. Out to Crampy. 3 top side by Randolph is no good. Rebounded by Crampy. Crampy then is fouled on the floor by Grayson County. But what I was saying is, when you're passing to a shooter, that location is so important on that because then they can do the catch and shoot.
Yeah, what you'll hear early on in fundamentals, they talk about where your shooter pocket is. Usually most people like to catch that just above their waist on their shooting side so they can go right up and shoot.
And every shooter's a little different.
In one motion, right. And that's something about watching and knowing your teammates. And you can tell Owensboro Catholic's played a lot of basketball with each other.
Left side, Carmen Riley. That foul was called on Blanton, her first. 28-12, Owensboro Catholic has the lead against Grayson. Baseline jumper is in, out, and in. Hometown roll for Layla Martin puts it in. And it's 30-12, Catholic on top of Grayson with 2:40 left here in this first half of play. Van Meter weaving through to the left side to Blanton. Thought about the 3, doesn't pull it. Wish she would have. She was open.
Again, Sam, being able to break the press with the dribble there, and maybe that's the way we just need to set our minds up to do it.
Jones going the wrong way is fouled on the far side by Carmen Riley, and she looked at the official and said, yeah, that one I did.
Yeah, you know it's got to be bad when the player admits it, because I know I never did.
But like we said, it's rare that an official. We can't say never, because I don't remember what the call was. It was over and back or something that they overturned a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, well, they said Sydney was out of bounds and she didn't reestablish herself,
That's
but
right.
they actually
That's
did.
right.
So, yeah,
But
1 out
foul,
of 10 million calls.
It's rare that they'll be like, you know what? You're right. Left side, Van Meter. Nor should they, I should say, too. Into the corner to Blanton, not a clean feed. Up top now to Van Meter. She'll pull up the left side 3. No good. Rebound. Narvaez had it. Foul's going to be called. Man. They're waving the shot off. They're going to call this on
Cooper. No, on number 3.
Call it on Claudia Muncie. Her first, team's third. Muncie, the freshman, only appeared in 19 games this year, but 60% of her shots come from three-point range. Into the corner to Jones, knocked away and taken away by Owensboro Catholic, and now Bree Jones is going to be called for a foul. Her first, team's 4th.
Foul is on Bree Jones, her first, team's 4th.
30-12, Owensboro Catholic has the lead against Grayson County. 2 minutes left here in this first half of play. In between the circles, Manahan. To the far side to Muncie. Back up top, deep 3 by Cooper. It's too long. Rebounded by Van Meter. I mean, she took that one almost from the Owensboro Catholic logo.
Yeah.
To Blanton on the left side. Up top now, Van Meter in between the circles. Lady Cougars in a little bit of a scoring drought. They turn to Sydney Perkins, the left side three. Scoring drought no more. 9 for Sydney Perkins. Grayson County trails by 15, 30-15 with 90 seconds left in the first half. Steven, if you can bring this to within 10 at the half, you're within shooting distance.
Yeah, you got to claw.
Up top, ball
and
deflected. Run back down by Manahan.
Do everything you can here to minimize this lead.
Manahan into the corner. Cooper, three, good.
That's not the way you want to do it.
Delaney Cooper, her third three of the first half of play, and Owensboro Catholic's lead is back now to 18 with 1 minute left in the first half. To Van Meter on the left side, crossing it to Jones. Jones inside to Narvaez. One dribble off the glass. It doesn't fall. Rebounded by Cooper. The rim unfriendly for the Lady Cougs. Right up the middle goes Cooper. Got away with a walk and now is going to let a three fly. It's missed. And the rebound's going to go out of bounds. Aubrey Randolph and Carmen Riley will re-enter for Hancock County. And Owensboro Catholic is going to back off now into half-court defense and allow the Lady Cougars to take the ball up the court.
Like I say, this is the first time I've watched the Lady Aces play, and they've been impressive so far, just their the full gamut as far as
Bounce
defense
pass might have
and
been
offense.
kicked on the inside. It's a loose ball. Blanton
Out of bounds.
out of bounds. Off of her, it's going to head back towards Owensboro Catholic. There's some grumbling happening from the Grayson County fans behind us.
Calling out the referee's name, so apparently he knows him.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I have no clue.
I know one of the officials from my time in the 4th region. Crossing to the far side, three by Muncie is an air ball.
Over the
Rebound by Owensboro Catholic to the right side to Riley. Three is good. 36-15, 13 seconds left in the first half of play. Van Meter down the left side. Crosses the timeline with 8 seconds. Back up top now to Jones with 5 seconds. Jones takes a peek at the clock. Gives it to Narvaez. Back out to Perkins. Three is up. Three is in and out at the end of the first half of play. It is Owensboro Catholic 36, Grayson County 15. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Lake Monster is on the floor, Steven, and they're going to start pelting T-shirts at us right now. And
I'll try to get one, Sam.
You've been successful this year in catching T-shirts, including...
We're loading up the air cannon, so they're getting ready to shoot her up
I hope
here.
they don't fire that right at you, because that might not be the greatest thing.
Yeah, nothing like getting a free T-shirt at a ball game.
It's nothing quite like it.
Yeah.
Grayson County trails Owensboro Catholic 36-15 at the half. Oh, and
yeah, Shelly Miller, the scorekeeper right here in front, got a shot.
From the T-shirt cannon.
Yeah.
It failed, and there you go.
That one had a little mustard on it.
Grayson County trails 36-15 at the half. And Stephen, what's the message for Mike McLensick right now?
Well, I think, like I said a couple times, Sam, you're able to beat the press with the dribble, again, which is very odd because most times you want to beat it with the pass. But the couple times that Bria Sutton had put their head down and attacked with the dribble, they've been able to get past them. So I think that's the first thing. The second thing is you got to be talking about now's the time that you're battling back. You got to claw away. You got to claw away. get it under 10 points here at the end of the third quarter. You get in the fourth quarter and see what happens.
Because here's the thing. If you can do that, I mean, listen, you're down 21. You're going to need a really good third quarter. Owensboro Catholic, they're feeling real confident about themselves. You come in there, and they don't want to be in a situation because right now, you know what they're thinking about in that locker room?
Haley Johnson.
They're thinking about Haley Johnson, but then they're also thinking, okay, how are we going to slow down Paige Medley and Annabelle
Babb.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the post player, how are we going to slow them down on Friday against Meade County? And if you're Grayson, you got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, you gotta take every single possession, like we talked about several times this year. You make up your mind whenever they've got the ball. My girl is not going to score. If she touches the ball, I'm going to guard her harder than I ever have. When you get ready to take a shot, you got to be ready to shoot it, like we talked about. You got to be crisp with your passes, get it in the shooter's shooting pocket, and hopefully, you know, I don't know what they shot from three for the first half, but it was pretty good. Hopefully that cools off a little bit.
Second half is coming up soon, but next we'll do some scores from, well, not really around the region, but scores from around this portion of the state. After this is Owensboro Catholic leads Grayson 36-15. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
The doctor said I had a 29.
And reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett and Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett and Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
I'm going to have to talk this
on K105.
Welcome back here to the Owensboro Sportscenter. Grayson County trails 36-15. Meade County bunched their ticket to the quarterfinals earlier today. Very quickly, a couple of other scores that we'll try to bring you as we do a scroll through here. North Hardin and boys all over Hart County 66-33. Adair County defeated Washington County earlier today in the 5th region boys, as well as some of the other scores from around this area of the Commonwealth. Grayson trails Owensboro Catholic. The scoring for the first half of play is after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Picture this. Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident. Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Basketball on K105.
Grayson County trails Owensboro Catholic 36-15 at the half. Really quick, the scoring for the first half of play. Carmen Riley, 16 for Owensboro Catholic, 9 for Delaney Cooper, 4 for Randolph and Crampy, 2 for Martin, 1 for Hagan. For Grayson County, 9 for Perkins, 4 for Jones, 1 for Jennings, 1 for Blanton. The second half is next here on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson, to the Owensboro Sportscenter, where it is 36-15. Owensboro Catholic leads Grayson County and Stephen. Mike McClintock and Brian Jones are talking to their 5 starters. What's the message?
Keep fighting. You don't roll over. You don't quit. You keep fighting, and like we were saying, you keep scratching and clawing. You look up, you get this game to under your first goal. Okay, we got to get it under 15. Then you got to get it down into single digits. And then you're looking to get back into the game. Hopefully their outside shooting cools off a little bit, and we're able to capitalize that on the other end.
36-15, Owensboro Catholic has the lead. And we are underway here in this third quarter of action. Grayson County is going to start with the ball. They trail by 21 points. Lady Cougars going with their starters here in the second half of play. Jones on the left side, splits the double team inside to Narvaez. Narvaez, nice defense by Randolph. Shut it off. Van Meter, right side three. Good for Sutton Van Meter to open up the scoring here in this third quarter of play. Great start.
Yeah, good start. Sutton stepping into that one and scoring. That's what we needed.
Off to the right side, driving in, off the glass. Riney can't get the shot to fall. Narvaez has the rebound, and then been fouled by Hagan.
Good job to keep her pivot foot right there as well and not get called for the walk.
Left wing Jones, the double team comes. Back up now in between the circles to Van Meter, back to Jones. 36-18, Owensboro Catholic on top with 7 minutes and 8 seconds left here in this third quarter of play. Bounce pass to the right side, Van Meter, three, short. It looked good. Rebound, Perkins. She goes up, floater, well short. Rebound on the floor, out of bounds, off of Owensboro Catholic. It's going to stay with the Lady Cougars.
Yeah, those are the shots right there that you got to make. Sydney did a good job of corralling the rebound, and I don't know if she didn't realize where she was on the floor, but you got to capitalize on those.
36-18, Grayson County trails Owensboro Catholic here at the Owensboro Sportscenter, taking on the host Lady Aces. Down to the right side, Narvaez off the glass again. That shot doesn't fall for Ella. I don't know what she did to the rims today, but they have been very unfriendly to her.
Yeah, did a good job right there, going up strong with one hand, just couldn't get the roll.
She's had, maybe 3 go in and out as they give it into Crampy. Crampy off the left side, too strong, rim unfriendly to her. They flip it back to Narvaez.
Yeah, Coach Mack wanting the girls to push it here. That's what you got to do.
Make them get back on defense. Yeah. Crossing to Blanton, 3 near side. Got it!
There we go, good start.
2 threes to open up the third quarter of play. This one by Isabel Blanton, and it's a 15-point game now, 36-21. Riley going to be fouled by Jones. Up that far side of the floor for Jones, her second, team's first. It's going to remain on the floor. Haley Johnson is now slowly walking to rejoin her team. She doesn't have anything on her left knee, but
doesn't look like she'll be
not
coming
walking
back in. Yeah.
very gingerly. I mean, she's walking very gingerly. He's the leading scorer for Owensboro Catholic, but she's back out to talk to her team. Inside Crampy, wide open flip shot, good off that left side.
Yeah, you could tell Crampy's not very comfortable out on the floor, but when she gets it down low, I know she missed the last one. But like you said, I think you maybe leading the state.
69.2% on your field goals.
Yeah.
That'll get it done. 3 far side by Perkins. It's off the side of the backboard. Rebounded by Cooper. She stops and flips it off to the guard, Aubrey Randolph, who speeds down the floor. Bounce pass in transition to the right side.
Ooh.
Foul called on Grayson on the inside. I think they're going to give this to Van Meter.
Yeah, she smacked down. It looked like she got a lot of ball, but the ref was right on top of it, so you have to believe
And we didn't really have a great angle on it either.
Yeah.
Katie Hagan at the line.
Katie Hagan to the line, 51.5%. She's 1 of 2 today. First one is good. Lady Aces, we've touched on it, only those 4 losses, but they've played a gauntlet. They played the 6th toughest schedule in the state, including playing some of the state's top teams. Second free throw good by Hagan. She makes them both. And they've played Sacred Heart. They've played Cooper. They've played Ryle.
Pikeville.
They've played Bethlehem.
Team.
They've played, you name it, they've played them. McCracken.
Meade County.
Yes, it's good.
Ooh.
Jones might have been fouled, no whistle.
Keep going.
Jones up the near side, picks up her dribble. Inside to Van Meter. Up top to Perkins, deep 3, left side. The bank is not open. Rebounded by Riley for Owensboro Catholic. Riley up the far side, flips it to the near side, weaving through off the glass. The Knights take and put in by Katie Hagan down the right side.
Pretty good take by Hagan right there, Sam, going across court and being able to have the strength to lay it back in on the other side.
The pressure now comes. Grayson County's done better with the pressure as the game has gone along. They give it to Blanton up the far side. Blanton loses it. It's gained back by Owensboro Catholic. Riley, bounce pass to Crampy down the left side. Basket's no good, but she's fouled by, I think they're going to give this to Jones from behind. It is on Jones, her third, team's third. 42-21, Owensboro Catholic leads Grayson with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left here in this third quarter of play. First free throw is no good by Owensboro Catholic. That's Jenna Crampy, who is one of the state's top free throw shooters. She's now missed 2 straight. Second one good. 43-21, Owensboro Catholic leads Grayson County. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this third quarter of play. Outlet to Jones. Breaks the timeline across the far side of the floor to Perkins. Down the right side, off the glass. Nice take by Sydney Perkins. The Red Sea parted.
Yeah,
she laid it in down that right side.
You get past that first wave, you're going to get some open looks down there under the basket like that.
Cooper on the drive. She turns to, or rather, that's not Cooper. That is Hagan who puts it in off the right side. Katie Hagan, she wants to get to that right side, but can get to it with ease.
Yeah. I don't think this is the type of game we want to get into a running match with them, but got to get it across here.
To Jennings, and 10 seconds is called on Grayson County. Ball's going to head back towards Owensboro Catholic. Brian Jones talking to his daughter, Bree Jones, saying that's one where she's got to come and help out.
Yeah.
You don't want Allie Jennings to be catching the ball in the backcourt.
We got 5 turnovers, it seemed like right off the bat, and then we're only had 4 more for the rest of the first half, but that's 2 already here early on in the third quarter, or midway through the third quarter.
And for Grayson County to have had a shot today, that number needed to be below 10.
Yep.
Randolph pass on the inside, bobbling and taken away by Allie Jennings for Grayson County.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have a foul called on Randolph. And I think the Lady Cougar fans been wanting that foul for a while. And Randolph, her first and the team's first.
That's one thing about Allie Jennings. When she gets both hands on it, she's going to do everything she can to keep the other team off of it, and did a good job, was strong with it that time.
Ball knocked away by Owensboro Catholic on the inbound pass. 45-23, Owensboro Catholic leads. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter.
Down in front of us, I just heard Coach Mack saying, make them go through you. So he's telling his team, you got to be strong.
Ball deflected, taken away. Randolph layup, left side, missed. Randolph gets the unmissed, then puts it off of her leg, and it's going to head back towards Grayson County. 45-23, Owensboro Catholic leads Grayson. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left here from in the third quarter of play. Here from the Owensboro Sportscenter. Jones up the near side, ball knocked away. They're going to say it's off of Jones. And I thought for a second our near side official was going to come and overrule. He does not. It's going to stay with Owensboro Catholic.
A lot of contact there on that one, Sam. But like Coach Mack was saying, go through them. You got to be strong with it.
Manaman up top. Now drives to the left side, dumps it off. Looked like she was going up, and I think even her teammate Martin thought she was. Martin recovers, curls around to the right side, and lays it in. She's got 4 points, and it's a 24-point Owensboro Catholic lead with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Jennings, bounce pass back to Perkins in the middle. Gives it off to Jones, near side Blanton. Lady Cougars pushing down the near side. Blanton loses it. Crampy with a takeaway for the Lady Aces. Crampy, jump pass to the near side to Manaman. Manaman drives in on Perkins, flip shot left side, good.
Yeah. Critical right there on the turnovers, and they go the other end and get a layup.
Mike McClinsick wants a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. It's Lady Cougar basketball on K105. 49.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when hawk moth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Things started rough today for the Lady Cougars. When they got here, they walked into their locker room and it was flooded.
Oh,
and it has not gone any better here at the home of the Lady Aces, the Owensboro Sportscenter. They trail 49-23 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter of play. Remember though, Stephen, this is the only facility that can host something like this.
Yep.
But the locker room is flooded when you walk in. I can guarantee you, as Grayson County's got to break the timeline to Jennings, and she does just ahead of the 10-second clock and then steps out of bounds. As I can guarantee you, though, that last week at the 12th District Tournament, none of the 4 locker rooms were flooded there.
Flooded, right.
49-23, Owensboro Catholic leads, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter.
Carried there, looked like on the
hand off to Martin, down the left side, splits defenders, too strong on the flip shot, rebound out of bounds off of Owensboro Catholic. It's going to head towards the Lady Cougars. This is a tough situation for Grayson County, too. You're down 49-23. You're playing a really good team in Owensboro Catholic, even without Haley Johnson. This is into the middle to Van Meter, to Jennings, back now to Van Meter. Outlet off to Blanton, back into the middle to Van Meter, and they loop it off to Jennings to break the timeline. Jennings into the middle up top now, Perkins, far side Blanton, inside to Van Meter, who drives down the left side and flips it in. Sutton Van Meter's got 5 points.
Got to get back away from doing that passing, going east and west, and getting more north to south against that full-court pressure.
Illegal screen. No, a blocking foul going to be called on Jones up top. I thought they might have gone a legal screen on Hagan. But for Bree Jones, that's going to be her 4th. Peyton Bowman is going to come into the game for her. Bree showing a little bit of frustration as she heads off the floor.
Peyton Bowman, and for Owensboro Catholic, Carmen Riley.
Riley to trigger. Down to the left side to Hagan. Hagan gets around Perkins and lays it in on the left side. Katie Hagan doing whatever she wants. She's got 8 points in this third quarter, 9 for the game. 51-25, Owensboro Catholic leads. Blanton almost lost the ball out of bounds, and she did. I thought Van Meter had a little bit extra room, but she ran out of real estate. She was going up against the defender that is undefeated, known as the baseline.
Wasn't able to get a good pass off to Isabel, and she was a little bit out off balance there and threw it out.
Passing's not been great today for the Lady Cougars. Pass on the inbound left side. Martin puts it in.
Obviously, Sam, you're talking about a really, really good team, but it does seem like the ball is bouncing their way, and maybe that's just because they're making it bounce their way.
In the middle, Perkins, pass taken away by Riley. Really athletic play by Carmen Riley. She lost it, gains it back, flips it far side. Back up top to Martin, gives it to Cooper. She'll drive down the left side. Cooper flips it up on that left wing. And Delaney Cooper's got 11 points, moving into double figures, and it's 55-25. Michael Robertson calling off the full court pressure with his lead at 30. Left side, Bowman, the 8th grader. We got a 1-2-2 zone for Owensboro Catholic. Right side, Perkins, up top to Van Meter. With the right hand into the corner, 3, Perkins, short. She gets her own miss. Perkins takes one dribble, goes back up, And it's missed. Rebounded by Martin for Owensboro Catholic. Martin down the near side of the floor. Stops and gives it to Riley. Near side three is off the front of the iron. Perkins with the ball for Grayson County.
It seems like we're a little bit settling, Sam, to make a few passes around the out of bounds. You got to be ready to
three,
shoot
far side, off the backside, rebounded by Jennings for the Lady Cougars. Bounce pass to Van Meter off the right side into the corner. Perkins three, got it.
That's what you need to do, Sam. Couple good passes, and then we got to be ready to shoot it when you're down 30.
14 for Sydney Perkins here in this game. And down the left side, flip shot missed. Rebound.
Yeah.
Bowman had it and then was fouled from behind by Hagan. It's her third.
Sam, I was just looking. You start 3 seniors and 2 juniors, and the bulk of the minutes coming off the bench are by freshmen. So, obviously, a team like Owensboro Catholic doesn't rebuild, they reload.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Lucy Torrance into the game. Again, Grayson County without Kennedy Green, who is under the weather today. Hope she's feeling better to at least watch this game. 5 seconds of the clock here in this third quarter. Bowman drives in, shots blocked, and loose ball picked up by Owensboro Catholic. They will not get a shot off. The end of the third quarter of play, Owensboro Catholic leads Grayson County 55-28. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
55-28. Grayson County trails Owensboro Catholic as we start the fourth quarter of play. Fun fact for you, Stephen. Owensboro Sportscenter is the only host for both boys and girls who is also the home floor of another team. The only other one is the 6th region for Valley High School in Louisville. Owensboro Catholic is the only school in the state that gets to host every single region tournament game.
And district.
No, it was at Apollo this year.
Okay,
so
all right.
No, it's not always. Inside pass deflected, taken away on the backdoor cut. Reverse layup is missed.
May have
Rebounded
got
by
tipped
Bowman.
there by Lucy a little bit.
Torrance, a couple of rebounds here early on. 55-28. Grayson County trails Owensboro Catholic here at the start of this fourth quarter of play. To Bowman. Crossing to Van Meter on the left side. Back now to Bowman. Into the corner to Perkins. Perkins on the drive. Pulls up in the lane. No, the roll is not there. Torrance knocked the rebound away, but it flips off into Manahan's hands. Manahan drives and kicks. Near side three is up, and it is too strong by Martin.
Gotta go.
Van Meter with a rebound. Lady Cougars looking to push. 3-on-3. Van Meter didn't like it. Riley knocks it away. Riley's got good hands.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if she's stepping her game up a level with Johnson out, but Riley's been all over the floor tonight. So, you tip your hat when you see a good player, and she's definitely a really good player.
She was good when I saw her as an 8th grader at Hancock County. Up top, in between the circles to Van Meter. Left side Bowman into the corner to Perkins. Left side Bowman. Back up now in between the circles. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter of play. Grayson County trails 55-28. Perkins lets the three fly far side. It's missed. Rebound knocked around, and it's picked up on the floor by Manahan. Manahan up the near side of the floor. Bounce pass to Cooper on the right side. Cooper flips it up in transition.
Again, Sam, it seemed like we're just too satisfied. And give credit to Owensboro Catholic's defense as well. But you got to have a better sense of urgency here this late in the game. You got to attack.
Bowman deep on the right side. Up top in between the circles to Van Meter. 57-28. Owensboro Catholic leads Grayson. Handoff pass to Perkins. Off to the right side to Bowman. Into the corner to Blanton. Bounce pass to Torrance. Takes one dribble.
Good
Torrance,
move.
nice move. It does not fall. My goodness, the rim's about unfriendly to the Lady Cougars tonight. Owensboro Catholic off and running. Riley down the right side, her flip shot, that's short. Rebound by Perkins for Grayson County. And now Perkins has it taken away by Riley. Riley down the left side, her flip is good.
Sam, just as we were talking about with Owensboro Catholic being young coming off the bench, I mean, you look out there right now, you got 2 juniors, obviously a senior in Sydney, and an 8th grader. So getting these minutes on this court could pay dividends down the road for the Lady Cougars.
And a sophomore as well with Lucy Torrance.
Right, yes.
Deep 3 left side by Perkins. It's a short one, and it goes out of bounds. Headed back the other way. Aubrey Randolph, Jenna Crampy, and Katie Hagan re-enter. A little surprised to see that, Stephen. I thought that as Carmen Riley is going to come out and Layla Martin, looks like, and so is Delaney Cooper for Michael Robertson. I guess he's going to just put 2 or 3 starters on the floor at any point and go from there.
Yeah, looking down your list here, you had several players on the bench that hadn't appeared in any games, which you think is a little bit odd with as much success they've had that you think you'd give those other ones some more experience as well. Get a walk there, yeah.
Madison Spainhoward enters the game for Grayson County as there's a walk called on Claudia Muncie. 5:27 left here in the game. It is 59-28. Grayson County trails Owensboro Catholic. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith with you. This Lady Cougar team, you know, they ran into a buzzsaw tonight. They got the toughest draw.
Without question.
And I think you could make an argument in the boys or girls.
Yeah.
As you know, Owensboro Catholic, the #1 team in the region, is Randolph up the near side of the floor, comes away with a takeaway. Randolph drives in, floater in the lane, rolls in for Aubrey Randolph. The friendly roll there.
You could maybe say the Edmonson County boys, our district team there, also drew Owensboro Catholic. We'll be playing them here, I think, tomorrow night.
Correct. The one difference is Spainhoward lets the 3 fly on the far side. It's an air ball, rebounded by Blanton for Grayson County. Blanton bounce pass, knocked away by Crampy, and it's going to stay here. The one difference is, and again, that's a very tough draw for Edmonton. It's the same realm as is that Lady Aces are #1 in the region. So that's the only difference. Owensboro Catholic probably 4th, 5th, 6th, something in that realm. Still a very talented team who is a district champion.
But playing on their home floor.
Stephen, we're not allowed to say that. How dare you? Remember, foul called on Taylor Manahan, her first. It's not an advantage.
A lot of parking here.
There is. And apparently space for media.
Yeah. Well, we do appreciate the good seats that we
Well,
got
I
here
know,
tonight.
but I was more meaning that we still have to share tables. Up top, Randolph with a steal, and here comes a run out for Owensboro Catholic. The layup, good. That'll put us in a running clock scenario for the remainder of this game. It is 63-28 with 4.5 left to play, and Michael Robertson, that's exactly what he wanted to see. He's got younger players coming into the game to probably bring Randolph, Crampy, and so on off. Ball deflected up top. Crampy with a breakaway. Down the left side. Layup. Good for Jenna Crampy. Michael Robertson takes a substitution timeout. And Mike McClintock isn't going to take him. They're just going to do substitution. So we will keep it here. Bree Jones and Ella Narvaez will re-enter.
Bree Jones and Ella Narvaez.
It blows my mind, Stephen, that people can't get Ella's name right. Narvaez.
Yeah.
We hear it so many different ways. Narvez. And I'm sure she's heard it so many ways that for a while, PA announcers would call her Narvez, and she just got so used to it. And I was the one that called her Narvaez. And finally, I got to the point where I thought I was wrong.
Yeah, right.
And so I changed to Narvez, and her mom stopped me and said, no, you were the only person that was right. It's down the left side, Van Meter. Flips it up. She's going to be fouled. 2 shots coming for Sutton Van Meter. They'll give this foul to number 13, Peyton Arnold, her first. Arnold is the freshman, appeared now, and this is her 11th game. Van Meter to the line to shoot 2. I'm really excited to see a senior season of Sutton Van Meter because the Lady Cougars are really going to need her next year.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, Bree, the first half of the season running primarily the point and then kind of switched where Bree was running on the inside and Sutton was running the point. It's good to have that option to be able to switch those back and forth. If somebody gets in foul trouble, you still got a good ball handler that can bring the ball up.
Especially when you play teams like this,
yeah,
who are great at ball pressure.
Yeah.
And if you want to do things that you want to do, like win a region and play at Rupp Arena, you're going to be playing teams. As Van Meter is going to be called for a shove from behind. That'll be her third. You're going to have to play teams who play with good pressure as you got Emma Jennings and Jordan Perkins entering the game here for Grayson County.
Their first varsity minutes of the game.
Correct. Jordan played a little bit last year.
For the Lady Cougars,
0 of 2 from the field last season. Emma Jennings, though, her first career varsity points, or varsity appearance, rather, as you've got Sydney and Allie both re-entered. I'm sure Coach Mack probably gave them the choice of, do you want to end it on the floor or do you want a moment to come off? And I'm sure both of them gave them their answer as to what they feel they want to do. Left side three is in and out by Manahan. And rebounded by Perkins for Grayson County. An outlet pass to Jones up the near side of the floor. It's Owensboro Catholic 65-30 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in this fourth quarter of play. Jones throws it off the foot of Sky Riley, who, I don't know this for a fact, but I'd be shocked if she's not Carmen Riley's sister. Riley, they look similar.
Yeah, kind of got the same ponytail going. I'm like,
curly long hair.
Yeah. Really bright pink shoes, though, Sam.
I think you could rock those.
Yeah, I think I could, too.
Left side, Jones. Crossing it up top to Perkins. And I didn't even put in 2 and 2 here, Stephen, is that you've got the sisters that are in here with it. Jordan Perkins steps into the right side three. Good! First career points for Jordan Perkins. She puts in a 3 from the right side.
Had nobody happier than Sydney Perkins running down the floor cheering her on.
Right side three to answer is put in by Arnold. And if I hope Jordan looked at her and said, hey, Sid, your record's not handed for long. I'm coming for it.
Get her another one.
Jennings at the free throw line giving it to Sydney Perkins. Crossing it to Jordan Perkins. She's going to let it fly again. It's an air ball. Rebounded by Owensboro Catholic. It looked good. It looked right on line.
Yeah, I'd be the same way, Sam. I'm going to let her fly if I'm in the game right now.
Flip shot left side. It's missed by Muncie. 2 shots are going to come. We'll take a 30-second timeout. If you're watching, though, we'll keep it here. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Arizona Allie Jennings, her second, and the team's second.
Coming off the floor right now, Bree Jones, Jordan Perkins, Allie Jennings, and Sydney Perkins to a standing ovation.
You know, a nice gesture right there, like you said, by Coach Mack, letting Allie and Sydney be on the floor at the same time with their sisters. Obviously, Jordan knocking down that 3. That's something that they won't quickly forget. And congratulations to Allie and Sydney. Obviously, Sydney having a phenomenal career, scoring her 1,000th point earlier in this year, with Allie coming back, fighting against adversity here.
Spain Howard 3 left side. It goes over top. It bounced off the rim and goes over the top of the backboard. Got 1 minute left. Owensboro Catholic leads 70-33. And you mentioned it. I mean, Allie came back and gave something that this team really needed, an edge of physicality.
Down low, yep.
And a lot to be really proud of for her at Sydney. And I think 1,200 points, a ton of threes.
And got to be on the floor with her sister when she knocked down a big 3 in the region tournament. So
her first career.
Congratulations to Sydney on a great career. Congratulations to Allie on her great career. And you know, you're gonna feel this one for a few days, but they're going to be back in the gym in a couple weeks and starting on next year.
I mean, Sydney right now has 4 threes today, which puts her for her career 217 made threes. Down to the right side, Haley Miller is into the game. She can't get the shot to fall with 10 seconds left. Michael Robertson says that is enough. The Grayson County Lady Cougars fall today to Owensboro Catholic by a final score of 70-33. 22-9 is how they finish their season. We'll take a break. Come back with more after this. Again, your final score, Owensboro Catholic 70, Grayson County 33. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to the Owensboro Sportscenter. The Lady Cougars finished the season with a 22-9 record, and they will have more coming up later as they end their season, but a very bright future for them. We'll take a break and have the fifth quarter show after this. Again, your final score, Owensboro Catholic 70, Grayson County 33. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor, but I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor, but I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran, and disability employer.
Owensboro Sportscenter, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars fall tonight to 22-9 and finish their season with that record. Coach Mack now joins us. And Coach, I mean, you look at this, the way I describe it is that last year, 11 wins, year prior, 3 wins. I know you weren't the head coach. This year you get a 14-game winning streak. You get back to play here at the Owensboro Sportscenter. Can you be more proud of these girls?
No. And you know what even makes me I'm happy with all that. I really am. But, you know, teams that play Owensboro Catholic, when they get teams down like they got us down, those teams fold the tent and go home. Our girls did not do that. That's not me teaching them. That's them. That's their pride. You know, I told them, I said, I'm really proud of you. I feel bad for the 2 seniors. We're going out on a 2-game losing streak, and, you know, not actually an excellent score here, but you know, that we just didn't quit, and that is a very good basketball team. You know, so
yes.
I'm proud of them.
That was one of the things, Coach, that Sam and I were talking about on air, was just the level of intensity they brought at every single position. First time I'd gotten to watch them play this year, and their overall team speed. You didn't miss much whenever their younger players came off the bench, the freshmen that played and contributed. Enough about them. Really a special moment, and I give you the thank you from the Perkinses and the Jennings there for letting Allie and Sydney finish out.
I tell you what, that was like Elena thought about that, and that was a great idea on her part. And,
got to see when Jordy hit her three, Sydney running back and congratulating him. That's something they'll never forget.
That's right. That's right. And Allie and Emma played. You know, Emma, I love the way she plays because she got physical down here, out here on the floor. I loved it.
Yeah.
Of course, Allie played on a bum ankle and contributed tonight. You know, I'm just proud of every one of them, and you know, I don't know what to really say. I mean, it's just I just hate it for them that, you know, we had to go out like this.
Let's go to those two seniors. Let's just first start with Sydney. I mean, I looked it up. I think nearly 1,200 career points, 217 three-pointers, I think, for her career. I mean, she will go down as one of, if not the best shooter in Grayson County basketball history, and there's been a lot of those.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's got so much to be proud of, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, and
she's a good kid too.
Yeah, great kid. She's, you know, she's a great shooter, a great shooter. You know, if you can get her open, you don't even have to get her open. Sometimes she shoots better when somebody's flying at her, so that's credit to her. And then Allie is a warrior. She works her behind off on the boards. Scored. I mean, before she got hurt, she was starting to come around. I mean, she had, I think, at one game maybe 12 points or something like that. I can't remember, but losing them two, it's going to hurt. But we've got people that can step in and, you know, and hopefully take their place. But those are not small shoes to fill at all. Huh?
Two starters.
Yeah, they're two starters, and you know, before she got hurt, you know, Allie was playing great, and I hate it for her, and you know, I just, you know, I'm glad Sydney, you know, hit some threes here tonight. I think she hit a couple NBA threes. You know, I told her when we got here, because I talked to her at practice yesterday, I said, listen, if you want to shoot the three, you want to get in on the brown if you can. But she took some from out there behind the white line, and I'm just really proud of them. I'm proud of all of them. I thought, you know, they really hounded Sutton real hard, but she handled it. Bree the same way. I thought Peyton came in and you know, showed what she could, you know, be ready to start doing next year. And, you know, we'll get Stephen's daughter back, hopefully, you know, get her rehabbing and get her back for, you know, for next year. So we got a lot to look forward to. So I'm happy.
Obviously tonight it's going to hurt and you'll mourn for a few days, but like teams that have a bright future like that, you start looking for about 15th or 20th of November will be here before we know it.
Right.
And we'll be throwing it up again.
Yeah.
You mentioned the future, and you look at it. I mean, you get a good senior, not that you have a bad senior class, but I think, I mean, a good size senior class next year, something that hasn't happened. You get Isabel, Ella, Sutton, and you got one more, don't you? Brooklyn. Yep, there you go. I knew that there was.
And Carla.
And Carla.
Carla, yeah.
So you've got a group of seniors next year that can lead this team, but also you mentioned that young core. You've got Bree. You've got Hannah, who I know is watching. We can give Hannah a shout out. She's at home watching after her surgery. She's going to come back.
Hannah.
Yeah.
You got to be super excited about that.
I am, and you know what's good? They all get along. That's what I like. So, and that means so much to a coach if the girls get along, and they do. So, you know, it's you know, I know I'm getting old, but you know, I'm going to keep plugging away till Father Nature decides it's time to say bye-bye.
Well, again, we want to compliment you on a great job this year. I know you're not going to want to take any of the credit, but the girls had a resiliency this year. Sam and I talked a lot, kind of beginning into that long winning streak that we had. We were talking about they learned how to win.
Right.
Unfortunately, and absolutely no disrespect to Coach Johnson, because he's a good friend of mine.
He's a great guy.
But had a couple years there. Obviously, going from 3 wins to 11 wins was a great accomplishment by him. But then you look back on this year, they learned how to win. They learned how to play as a team. And I think these girls sometime down the road, when they look back on this season, a big smile is going to come on their face because it was a great year.
Yeah, it was fun, and I think they enjoyed it. And it was just tough going in that locker room tonight, knowing that the last time was with Sid and Allie, and I love them. I love them all, and they're just like my kids. You know, I wish I could take them all for taxes, but obviously I can't. But they're a great bunch of kids, and I really love being around them. And you know, we had Coach Johnston, Travis, come in the other day and talk to him, and he did a real good talk and stuff. So, you know, we got something to build on, and that's what counts, you know.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking the time for us before and after every single game all season long. And like Steven says, well, I mean, even sooner than November, it is, you've got summer ball, which is June. And I'm sure for you probably are saying, like, is it June the 3rd or whatever it is right now to get back and get into the gym with these?
Well, they start weightlifting hard next week with Coach Kincaid. And
he'll get them ready.
Yeah, he'll get them ready. And I'm going to come in a couple of days, work them out outside. I know they don't like the steps in the football stadium, but they're going to fall in love with them too. So
I think that's something that we could see this year. The crampy girl down low, not the biggest player, but she was extremely strong when she got the ball. When she got it down low, you weren't going to stop her. Yeah. Sam was saying she leads the state in field goal percentage.
Yeah.
But taking the next step of getting to where Owensboro Catholic is now, we want to get to that point.
Right.
And I think overall team strength will be a good step in direction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Coach, I appreciate it.
Hey,
we'll
I
see
appreciate
you in November.
guys a lot, and I know sometimes I don't say the smartest things on here. And
well, neither do we.
Well, yeah, but you do a lot better than I do, because anytime I talk to a newspaper reporter, I just ask them to make me sound smart. You know, you guys can't do it because we do it live, but you guys are great.
You're better than that Brian Jones and Travis Johnston guy, though. Right?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, Elaine and Brian's a big help to me.
Oh, yes,
I mean, they do a great job. So
they've done a great job, and bright future with them. And good luck to them too. I know they got a new one on the way.
Oh yeah.
Very, very soon. Coach, I appreciate it. We'll see you in November.
Take
That's
care.
Head Coach Mike McClintock. More on the Fifth Quarter Show after this.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free app.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Thank you.
Welcome back here to the Owensboro Sportscenter, where the Lady Aces defeat Grayson County 70-33. Sam and Steven now back here with you. And Steven, really quick, I mean, I think this team has a lot to be proud of, but they've also got a really bright future.
Yeah, you think about the culmination of a year, and like you said with Coach Mack here with us, 22-9. I don't know that you could remember, you won't remember much about the year that you won. Well, you'll remember things about the year that you won 3 games, but you take a multiple of 7 in 2 years, turn 3 wins into 22. Like I told Coach, these girls are going to look back on this year and realize it was something special, and hopefully they're able to string together 3 or 4 more, or 5 or 6 or however many. I was looking at somebody had posted on Facebook the other day, Sam, a Butler County fan had showed that Grayson County had ruled the girls' district for like 7 or 8 years in a row. And
I think it was 12 straight or something like that,
yeah.
yes.
And he was talking about Butler County winning, and hopefully they can, string a few together. And I'm thinking, the future being bright with this team, I'd like to see the orange and blue playing down here for the next several years in a row.
You know what would be even better? If they're playing somewhere else in the regional tournament, because this thing's being moved around.
Yeah.
We'll bring you some scores after this.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to the Owensboro Sportscenter. A couple of final scores. Meade County has advanced in the game 1 against Owensboro Catholic. They will play there. I see here Bowling Green in, this is boys basketball, defeated Russellville. Girls, at first I thought this was boys, and I was about to fall off my chair here, Stephen. Lyon County and Hopkins County Central are tied at 44. That's a girls' score, not boys.
Girls, okay.
Lyon County's girls, I know, are good. They're not quite as good as...
They don't have the all-time point
They do
leader.
not. They do not. Adair County defeated Washington County in boys 70-60. We saw that team back at the beginning of December, and when I was filling out my region-by-region predictions, I already automatically put in Adair County because that was... wow, just a really, really good basketball team.
Yeah, and we want to give a good luck, even though we're district foes. Hopefully Butler County and Edmonson County can come down here to the Sports Center and cause some racket and wish them the best. That's hard to say, but we wish them the best, especially Edmonson County, Butler County too, maybe, kind of.
That's all you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yes, I mean, listen, I'd rather them win it than
Owensboro Catholic on their home floor.
Is it?
I've been staring at this green OC all night. So,
Steven, it's not an advantage. Stop it. Grayson County falls 70-33. We'll come back, wrap it up for the season after this.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
How do you define success? Is it in the mastery of skills, in teamwork, in responsibility and self-discipline? Is it found through communication or through problem solving, innovation? Is it in the inches of small victories that lead down miles of self-discovery to a destination where potential and purpose meet? Prepared and confident, Grayson County Schools. Success is what you make it.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to the Owensboro Sportscenter, 70-33. Owensboro Catholic defeats Grayson County. Sam and Stephen now join you courtside here. And Stephen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You know, this hopefully will be one of the last times the Owensboro Sportscenter is the host of this tournament. It's they're going to do a vote. I think it's guaranteed to be next year, but hopefully after that we can rotate it or do something. I mean, Lady Cougars walk in today, their floor is flooded in their locker room. Sure, it's got space, but the atmospheres we've had at the 12th District Tournament have been infinitely times better. So hopefully that's it. But overall, the Lady Cougars have a lot to be proud of here today.
Yeah, it's been a great year. You know, you don't say words like great and just throw them around, but getting 22 wins with only 9 losses, I call it a big-time success. And personal note, been a lot of fun joining you this year.
Absolutely, I appreciate you.
We'll see what it looks like next year, but shout out to Hannah at home, and hopefully she continues her PT and gets stronger, and she's out there on the floor, and she's a main contributor. I may have to be sitting up at the stands yelling at her next year.
I was going to say, I didn't know if you could be dad on the mic and do that, but hopefully there is a very bright future for this Lady Cougar team.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you for joining us all season. I appreciate you as well for watching with us all year long. We'll be back with some baseball and softball here this spring.
Yeah,
our
started
schedule,
pretty quick.
Yes, our schedule will be released in the coming week or so. The person who makes it has to actually make it, and he's been slacking. So I'm not sure who that could potentially be. But that'll wrap up our coverage here today. Lady Cougars fall in the 3rd region quarterfinals, 70-33 to Owensboro Catholic. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work, Eli Smith and Trey Cook. So tonight with the Lady Cougars fall 70-33. For Stephen Smith, this is Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone.